Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq hollering at you one more again. All right. Thank you. Obviously, once again, appreciate you all for checking me out. Where would the movement be without the people? So thank you, truly. I can't express enough my gratitude for helping me to establish and grow this channel and the message that we deliver, the worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. And again, that's because of all of you. And we're growing in many ways, right? Not just in the, don't get skewed by some of the numbers in their fledgling state. Because the exponential impact of all of you joining me in this worldwide movement is felt in a quantum way. Truly it is. So thank you in kind, right? All right. So please, let's continue to grow the channel and the movement. Please like, share, subscribe, right? And this is titled Mutual Fear is Not Respect. All right? Those two things are not the same. I bring that up because so often in our society, and if you look and gaze with discernment through the annals of time of this civilization, that distinction, that difference between the two has often been very gray, right? Thus, all too often, we have mistaken mutual fear for respect. Not the same. Mutual fear is just that. I got a gun, you got a gun. I can shoot and kill you, you can shoot and kill me. We're gonna chill for right now. It's not really respect. It's a ceasefire. It's a temporary truce, which is another facilitation of the warlike mentality that has plagued us, right? I have 100 nukes, you got 100 nukes. Now we have peace. I respect you, you respect me. No. Mutually assured destruction, which is just another way of saying mutual fear. Right? There's too much crime in the streets, and the criminals are too well armed. We've got to equally arm our police so we can have peace and justice in the streets. It's not peace and justice. It's mutually assured destruction. I can kill you, you can kill me. You got big guns, I got big guns. Let's go out and battle for control. It's not peace. It's mutual fear. I can sanction your country financially. We can place tariffs on your country. Just threats. Maneuvers. Slight acts of aggression to take a stance. I can hurt you in some way you can hurt me in some way. Just another form of fear, mutual fear. If you do this, you get that. If you don't do this, here's your punishment. It's not respect. It's fear. It's another fear tactic, right? Respect for any other creation comes from a very primal place, right? It comes from the very basic understanding that I myself, I am a creation. You are a creation. At some point, you had to be a good idea. At some point, I had to be a good idea, for we both exist. As I examine you from that perspective, and I examine myself from that perspective, I see we both have a myriad of interesting things that we can offer. Talents, gifts, a knack for this, a knack for that. Everyone has them. Everyone. What are your gifts? What are your talents? What can you offer to yourself and to the world? As I begin to learn those things, as I see the potential before I even know what those things are, as I see the energy that comprises you is the same energy that comprises me. As I see that you are an expression of our Creator's energy, as I am an expression of our Creator's energy, both individual and separate, in our individualness in terms of how we are expressing that energy, but both parts of the same energy, both extensions of the same energy, both beautiful expressions of the same energy. I respect you. Whether you be a plant, person, place, or thing. Anything that exists for a reason and should be respected. And certainly the complexity of what we are truly is something that should be taken in awe. If we take the time to appreciate one another, how can we not respect one another? If we truly take the time to really see one another, do you see me? I see the creative energy in you. I see you. I respect you. It's not really that complicated. It's not really that complicated. I don't need to fear you. You're of the same energy that I am. A beautiful expression of that energy that has its own distinct and particular purpose. Right? No, I don't fear you. I respect you. Because I see you for the divine expression of our Creator's energy that you are. A lot of the filters that we're given in society, the fear-layered filters that we're given in society, cause us to not even see one another. Truly. not in a way in which we appreciate each other as individual expressions of creative energy, not in a way of seeing each other that allows us to appreciate the talents, gifts, the knack, the abilities, the individual expressions that each of us are. If we can't take and at least even observe the potential for with each individual, you never know what a person can do, what a person has on their mind until you stop and talk to them. Even if it's for a second. Hey, how you doing today? I'm excellent. You know? And I happen to notice this. Oh yeah, I was thinking this myself. Next thing you know, a little 30-second conversation, 45-second conversation, you're both on your way with somewhat of a perspective, an appreciation for one another. Doesn't have to be some great and profound thing you notice about every person. Just any small little thing that you notice in interacting with them as an individual is a basis for respect, rather than looking past them and only seeing a stereotype or some predetermined mold that you've already cast them in, a box that you already placed them in without knowing anything about them at all. We can all truly respect each other, but we got to see each other. Huh? Don't walk through life with blinders on. Don't let these layers of fear that society has given us in the form of so many filters cause you to be blind to the next individual and their potential for greatness. Right? How many great people have contributed great things in this world that had no notice, no notoriety, no one knew of them before they did what they did whatsoever? In other words, nobody saw them coming. And how many of them tell tales and stories of being overlooked, of being underestimated? Think about that. How many successful people tell you a story of how they came from nothing and became something? Or tell you a story of how they were overlooked or passed by in some way, and wow, look at what they've done with their life. Think about that. Quite a few. Quite a few. It's because of the filters, the blinders we have over our eyes. Often we just don't see the greatness in one another because we pass each other by with those blinders on, with those filters over our eyes. Huh? You see somebody, I just, you don't even say it to yourself often. You just mentally, it's a bum. Old dude's a fiend. What? Huh? They're in a lower class than I am. I'm driving and they're walking. I'm white, they're black. I'm black, they're white. All of these silly little filters that we're given by society that cause us to put blinders on, that cause us to not see each other at all, that make it impossible for us to truly respect each other. And so often in our history, what we've done in response to that is turn to mutual fear. as a means of gaining what we accept as respect. It's not respect at all. It's just mutual fear. We don't need to fear each other to respect each other, folks. Instead, take a second, a moment, an instant to appreciate the next person. And maybe even take a quick instant, just a small conversation to get to know them just a bit. Just a little bit. You got a basis for respect. We all have something that we can appreciate in the next person, and we all have something in ourselves that can be appreciated by the next person. Let's notice that, right? You don't have to go out and go on some grand search for the greatness in everyone, but just notice it when you interact with people. Notice something special about them. Might even help you notice a little something special about yourself when you look in the mirror. Huh? We don't have to fear each other to respect each other. Let's just notice each other, see each other, appreciate each other, just a bit. All right. I think we're getting there. Little bit at a time. Every day, getting closer and closer. And more cementing our new paradigm of peace, love, respect. And we facilitate that through what? Worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq out.